Hey everybody, we're back for the next episode of The Literary Foodie, and today we're dropping the beet. Pow, pow, pow. What's up everybody? Welcome back to the next episode. Today you guys, like I said, we're dropping the beet on a beet, carrot, and cabbage salad with a hazelnut and orange vinaigrette. I am so excited. Let's get started, shall we? So one of the first things we're going to do today, guys, is we're going to go ahead and make our hazelnut oil. And that's going to be the big flavor component of this recipe. Apparently, beets, when you combine them with oranges and like a fat, like a hazelnut, apparently it brings out like a really incredible flavor. Beets, as you know, can be roasted, fried, pureed. I've seen a lot of beet chips out there, like potato chip styles, and they're actually really tasty. I know a lot of people don't like beets, my mom included. Mom, if you're watching, I might have to make this for you because I think you might like it. But with that being said, let's go ahead and make our hazelnut oil. Alright guys, so here are my lovely hazelnuts provided by Q's. These guys are right here. So these are hazelnuts, guys. So normally a lot of times they will come free of the parchment-like skin that's on them. But this is actually quite papery, and if you need to, you just rub it off in your fingers and it'll come off. Hazelnuts are quite a tasty treat. I love hazelnuts. My grandfather, he has a little hazelnut tree that miraculously somehow manages to produce hazelnuts every year, despite the fact that the tree is so tiny. Hazelnuts, when you get them in their shell, are actually known as filberts, which I think is a really cute name for a nut. But I'm going to go ahead and take off the rest of the skins. Alright, so here are the finished dehusked hazelnuts, and now I'm going to go ahead and chop them up. Alright, so here's our 2 tablespoons of finely chopped hazelnuts. That's going to go in our saute pan, and then we're going to add our oil. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and add our canola oil, and then what we're going to do is we're going to turn our burner on, and we're going to wait until the hazelnuts start to bubble in the oil, and then we're going to set it aside and let it infuse until it cools to room temperature. This is probably going to be the most intensive step, waiting for this to cool, but we're going to go ahead and turn it on and start the bubbling. Alright, so you can just see our hazelnuts are just starting to put off a few bubbles. So it's almost time to take them off the heat and let them infuse. Okay, so the next thing I did is I added our minced shallot, our vinegar, and a bit of salt and pepper. So what we're going to do is we're going to let this kind of like macerate. We're going to let the shallot kind of leach out all of its lovely flavors into our vinegar here. And we're going to let this stand for a little bit. Our oil is still infusing. I have to say, guys, it smells really good in here. I'm excited to see how this recipe comes out. Next important step is we need to peel our beets, and then we get to shred them. So one thing they don't mention about shredding beets is that it looks like you've been in a murder scene. Just kidding. No, it's actually beets, so we're good. Okay, you guys, so I went ahead and shredded our Chinese Napa cabbage, our carrots and beets, and now it's time to zest and juice our orange. Okay, so I added our Dijon mustard, and now we're just gonna whisk this all together. Our shallots have been macerating, aka leaching out their juices into the vinegar. So once this is all combined, I'm going to go ahead and add the oils, and then we will have our vinaigrette. Hey you guys, so I went ahead and combined the extra virgin olive oil to our hazelnut oil, and then I'm going to go ahead and pour this in a thin stream. That way it emulsifies, which basically means that the oil and vinegar do somewhat mix together, quote unquote, and then we will have our finished dressing. And here we have it, the finished vinaigrette. Oh my gosh, you guys, it smells so good. The orange and the mustard and the vinegar are really starting to come together in this. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a taste. All right, you guys, so here is our finished vinegar. I'm really excited to try this. Let's give it a go, shall we? Oh, it's so light and fresh, but you do get a lot from the hazelnut. It gives it a nice kind of like toasty, nutty texture. And the orange and the mustard provide just enough just to give it a little sweetness. This is really tasty. I can't wait to try it on the salad. Okay, you guys, here it is. This is the finished salad. We've got our shredded cabbage, our carrots, our shredded beets, and then we've got our vinaigrette on top. I have to say, guys, just looking at this dish, this is visually appealing. It is beautiful. But here we are, guys. I'm so excited to try this salad. Oh my gosh, you guys. This salad, oh my gosh, is so fresh. Oh my gosh. I am so amazed at how this turned out. Like, wow. I'm gonna grab another bite here. But this salad is so fresh. And crisp and refreshing. The vinegar. Just plays off the carrots and the cabbage and the beets. And it makes everything so sweet and delicious. And then you get a little crunch from the hazelnuts. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is so good. You could serve this any time of year if you wanted to. But especially this time of year in February, when all we have are root vegetables. And by the time the beginning of spring comes around, we're generally ready to kill for something green and fresh. I know I do. But seriously, guys, this salad is so good. It is so fresh. If you're looking for something light and tasty during the winter doldrums, look no further than this. Wow, this gets a thumbs up from me, you guys. I can't wait to dive into the rest of the salad. Stay tuned next week. I don't want to do next week. Stay tuned for a teaser, and I'll tell you why.